But, and then I've got my banana. Martha, what was that? I better get the banana. I got the banana. I got a banana. Don't make me use it. So no matter how you do it, got a little scared there. What I'm about to show you, I think, is pretty cool. It's a safe, but the interesting thing is, while it does have a key and you can use the key, it uses your palm print instead of like a fingerprint. I've never seen anything that's used your palm print, so I was like, I want to check this thing out and see how well it works. Like, am I going to be able to trick it? Let's take a look at it in the kitchen, and then we'll kind of put it into like a more realistic scenario. Now, here's the XEGIS Safe, and it's roughly the size of like a textbook or maybe a older laptop from the mid to late 90s, and you can see that it's pretty decent here. Turn my light off there so you can see the screen a little bit better. It does tell you your humidity. I'm assuming that sensor's on the inside. Also the temperature, again, I assume that's on the inside. This is intended for, you know, things that kind of look like this, but it's not what I'm going to use it for. However, a lot of people are going to want it for that. It's nice to know the humidity because the things that make this work, yeah, kind of sensitive to humidity. That said, it does come with keys. It's always nice having keys in case, you know, the battery dies or whatever, or something goes wrong. You just put your key in and give it a turn and it opens right up. But we're getting ahead of ourselves. So this does have a battery built in, obviously for the handprint and things to work. It's just USB-C. It does come with a cable, and you just plugged it in and charge the battery up and you get your battery indicator right there. Got a nice little flap to keep the dust and stuff out. The manual here, pretty simple. Just walks you through some simple things. It talks about why palm vein technology is unhackable. And then it kind of just walks you through the contents, the technical specifications, and how you set it up and things. It's pretty easy. All I did to set it up was I charged it up. It actually already had 3 of the 4 battery bars, but I went ahead and let it charge all the way before I messed with it. So you open it up, and then over here, there is a power button. So you can see it turned off. We'll go ahead and turn it back on, and it comes back on. Now it does come like that, and then go ahead and lock it again. What it has you do is you go through and you put in the default code, which I still have set, which is just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now that it's open, we can put in the code again. And now it's doing the beeping noise. So we would hold 1 if we wanted to change the code. If we hold 2, it now says scanning setting. I'm going to turn it here. We're going to hold our hand about 4 to 6 inches. Now that it's in standby, it should unlock with my hand. And that's it. Now I'm going to show you with my left hand because I haven't trained it on my left hand. So see, it doesn't recognize my left hand, but my right hand opens it right up. Like, I think that's so cool. And it's just looking at like the veins in your hands and stuff. And that's wild to me. The trick is you don't want to like, yeah, there you go. Like, and if you get off angle, it still opens. I'm curious to see if it'll open the other way. It does. So no matter how you do it, got a little scared there. But that's pretty cool. And again, you know, the left hand doesn't do anything, but my right hand, sure enough. And what gets me is it can do it off angle. Because the fact that I only did my palm print one way, unlike, say, with your phone where you're doing your print, you have to move your fingerprint around a bunch of different angles to get it to work. Now, I will say, it does say in the manual, you have to do it a specific height. If I have my hand here, too close. If I have my hand up here, too far away. About 4 to 6 inches, and it just opens. As soon as it beeps, I get paranoid that it's going to open. It's just, you're not used to something flying at you. So for some reason, you just need to get in here real quick, and boom. And again, you do have the key, and you can always come in here and just type in the number, which is a little bit slower than using your handprint. You put it back in the parenting mode. You open it up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's go ahead and open it. So you would put it back in admin mode. And now if I held 1, I could put in a new code. For right now, I'm just going to leave it as this code. mostly because I don't want you guys to know what my code is. Let's kind of compare this to something more standard and typical. Now, I don't have anything this size, but we will go in the bedroom, and I do have a safe I keep stuff I don't want to burn in a fire, like important documents in. And we'll go ahead and compare those two, and I'll kind of show you what that's like. Actually, I'm getting ahead of myself. I will say it also comes with like a cleaning cloth. It has a cable here, or a tension cable, so you could put it around like your bed frame, your nightstand, whatever. Let's go compare this to more traditional safe that is key only. This is a safe that I have that I keep stuff in. And the problem here is I have all these keys. I have multiples of these in different sizes, and when I go to get in them, I'm like, is that key for it? I don't think so, but we'll try it. Nope. That one's the same key. So we'll try, nope, that's a different key. See, I have 3 that are almost identical, but they're for different ones. Nope, that one won't fit in. And they get like tangled, and it's just really a pain. I'm not being intentional trying to do this. I just genuinely, that one kind of goes in. So there's a 4th one, so it's that one. And then even that, okay, so it's open, and then you can see that. I'm not going to show you in there because it's like, you know, birth certificate, social security cards, stuff like that. But you got the point. That took a long time. But then there's this one, open, and I've got the banana. And obviously you could still get in this with a key, but which I like because batteries die and stuff. I have another safe that's larger that has a keypad, and unfortunately the keypad just quit working. Even if you charge it, that safe uses that key, and it doesn't want to go in sometimes. You got to turn it around, and even then you got to like fidget with it, and it's a pain in the butt. This thing, I do that, or the key works great, real easy, very responsive, snaps right open. And then you always have the keypad too, so I could do that real quick. And then I've got my banana if I need my banana. Pretty cool. I'm really impressed by this technology. I honestly did not expect it to work very well. And now I kind of want it for like my computer. It's like, why can't I just wave my palm at my computer and then I can log in instead of having to put in a pin or something? I know they sell the fingerprint things for computers, but like I can trust my, see, I get that flinch reflex. But, and then I've got my banana. The banana's getting pretty ripe. I should probably have that soon. But yeah, this has been the XEGIS Safe. But that's the XEGIS Safe, and if I needed to keep my banana easily accessible on my nightstand, then pretty perfect. I'll have a link to this in the sticky comment in the description. Let me know if there's technology like that for computers. I would love to try palm print for computer. That'd be really cool. I'll see you guys in the next video.